Hey everybody, welcome to today's show. Now, as you've seen by the thumbnail, the green bastard is currently indisposed. We'll get into that in a minute here. So let's back the train up here about a month and a half to when the dung hit the fan, let's say. Why don't you watch this? I'll be right back. All right, guys, welcome to the show. So I was just out chiseling this wheat stubble because, well, it needed it really bad. And about 10 acres in, I heard this clunk. And, well, we either lost a throwout bearing or lost a fork or who knows. This tractor pulls great. Pulls that little chisel plow just nice. So it kind of stinks that I'm not going to use it. But at the same time, how many times can a 1805 come to the rescue? Unless we break that one too. I guess that's possible. I got to chisel plow the rest of this field. And that is my new ground for next year. It hasn't been touched in a while, so I'm going to have to go over there and touch it. So old Tart Ferguson's going to have her hands full. But so for now, I got to kind of oh dear, I don't know if this is going to work. See if I can get it in a gear. Okay. Well, we're moving. Now I got to get this thing home with no brakes and no way to stop it without shutting her off. So I'm glad I don't live far away. All right, well, got no cars coming, so I'll just, okay, there we go. Kind of hope nobody's coming. I'd say I'm good that way, but I can't see far enough down this road. Let's just idle along here. Definitely good the other way. That's good enough for me. Good deal. Good. Safe. We made it. Just like the flipper on your truck trainees, guys. Just push her in below. It'll go when it's ready. Alright, we're gonna stuff this right up over here for now, and we're gonna forget about it until about winter when I got time to work on it. That's where she's going to sleep till I got time for it. All right, so now you see what happened. Just out minding my own business, letting this tractor do what it was built to do. And yeah, I got
let's say either no clutch or all clutch. Let's call it that. Now guys, I did crawl under there. Got to the old inspection hole, the same hole that I adjusted this clutch on, and this is what I found. Yeah, the half of the throwout bearing that pulls the pressure plate out, that's left the party. And, you know, long story short, guys, I don't feel bad about having to put a clutch in this. If any of you have followed along with the channel, you know that the clutch was slipping in this when I first brought it home. I adjusted it, made it work better, but, you know, I just had a feeling I was going to learn how to put a clutch in this tractor, whether I wanted that practice or not. So, now that it's, well, let's say this. It's not exactly winter yet. That is still sitting there. If you watched last week, you seen I started on beans. I've got no farther than that because, you know, as nature has it, in Michigan this year, well, just over the weekend we got another inch of rain, so I'm kind of shut down for a few minutes here. But I thought maybe, you know, we could get a jump start on this. So here's what I got to do. Now, in order to get the clutch out of the green bastard here, you got to go in there and get the transmission back and turned and dropped, I guess. I mean, I don't know for sure. I just kind of go along with what I've read. I got a couple of owners, the original owner of this tractor give me some manuals for it, so I've got something to study. Now, the other fun fact here is I know very, very little about heavy truck clutches, which is what this has. They're opposite of what I know. I'm used to pickup trucks and the rest of my tractors that when you push the clutch in, the throwout bearing pushes on the fingers. It moves the pressure plate away from the disc. Everything works. The truck transmissions, i.e. what's in this machine, when you push the clutch in, it pulls the pressure plate away. It pulls it back. So kind of backwards to what I'm used to, but I'm a quick study. I'll figure it out. We're going to make this work one way or another. But again, we'll burn that bridge when we get there. First thing I got to do is get this thing about, let's see here, 18, 36, 40. I got to get this thing about 4 foot narrower than it is right now because she's kind of, you know, she's kind of girthy and it don't fit in many places that I have that I could work on it. I considered backing it in my barn where I've currently got the cock shot in many pieces and I'm trying to get that put back together. Alas, I'm waiting for parts on that. Oh well. You can't rush great things. It just takes time for great things to happen. But anyway, so we got to get this about 4 feet narrower, so that means the duals are going to come off. I've got to get it fired up, get it moved into the shed over there where Turd Ferguson is currently residing. He's going to get kicked out of his house for a little while, so this can go in there. I figure this can become a good rainy day / cold weather project. I don't mind working in the cold, but I sure don't like working in the rain. So if I can get it under a roof, at least that takes care of one of those things. But today, guys, let's get the duals off this. Let's go in the cab. We'll get the seat and the floorboard out because in my studies of how to change a clutch on one of these, I guess there's a little platform you got to build, and you can lift that transmission right out, set it to the side. I'm sure a couple of you Steiger guys, Nelson, you can chime in anytime here. I know you know the answer to this stuff. Please leave me a huge description on what I need to do to get this clutch changed properly, because I promise you, I don't want more practice doing it. Once is going to be more than enough. So enough of me jibber-jabbering here. Let's get to work. All right, well, let's see how smooth we can make this happen. Come on, you. Oop. right, guys, I've got a little plan should it work. Now, back there is where we're sitting with all the duals unbolted and just kind of, ready to fall off slowly and gently. And if they should not happen to do that, well, when we get to this point, I'll just drive the inners up on these little blocks of wood, and we'll just go get some other piece of equipment and give them a little tug. I think that'll be the most fun thing to do. All right, well, I didn't take this into consideration, but this has been sitting here for about 6 weeks. I hope it starts. Now remember, I got no foreseeable clutch, let's say, so let's just see what happens here. Ooh, let's turn that off. Here we go. Oh, man. Well, you got to give the old 3208 credit where it's due, because this is one start tractor. Always. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to jam her in the low one. Smoky old bugger. Alright, well, let's see what happens here. Alright, well, they're all on so far. Kind of had a feeling they would stay on, but we're going to find out. Alright guys, we're just going to give this a little gentle persuasion. Scared. I thought she'd come off the rim. That had me scared, guys. I thought, oh shit. Now I've gone and done it, but it's still on the bead. This is just the spacer for it. Huh. Good. I'm glad that's only the case. I do need to get a little air in her. No doubt about that. My guess is it's probably flat as a pancake and won't take air because that's just how things go. Probably why the duals were on her in the first place. Well, there just isn't a good way to do this. Okay. Over here with you. All right, guys, I'm going to repeat this step all the way around this thing. Let me get back with you. Well, that settles that. On to the next thing. All right. Bear with me here. We're just backing this up to where I had it. You can tell that because of the tracks there. Guys, I gotta tell you, this thing steers 1,000% better without the duals on. I mean, kind of figured it would, but kind of figured it would, but I didn't think it'd make that much difference. I mean, this is it just steers better. So, all right, so duals are off. And guys, I don't know about you. I kind of like my girls with a little bit thicker hips than that, but hey, I guess the Steiger doesn't look too bad without the duals on. I may leave them off for a little while because these two front tires are in pretty rough shape, and I might bite the bullet and spend more than I paid for this tractor for two tires. But we'll see, I don't know. Let's get the clutch in it first. I mean, I can only throw thousands of dollars at this tractor that's worth $5,000 on a good day for so long until I don't feel good about it. And then I got to let it set for a while. But meanwhile, let's get Turd Ferguson out of its parking place. We're going to jam him right over here for now, and that's just going to stay there for a little bit. All right, guys, let's finish this. Oop, I did that. All right, here we go. Let's see if this old turkey will run. Of course it will. There. Get her out of here. Nothing like mud. I love it. Ready for your new home. Just about where I want that. Kind of work out good since the fuel tank's back here. I can just back my pickup up and put a little go-go juice in the tank because she is in dire need of that. I'll let this thing run for a while. Them hydraulic pumps sure make a lot of noise when it's cold. But as long as they're pumping, that's all I care. All right, well, I think I could probably get the nose of that tractor to right about here. That's going to put the business end of it somewhere in this little mud pit that I work in. Can't win them all, I guess. All right, let's get the green bastard in here. Well, looks like we're heading for a little face-off. All right, in reverse, key on. Here we go. Of rain. That's all I got to say. One stupid inch. Wreaks havoc on everything I want to do. There we go. Slow but steady. Alright. Not that slow. Well, I hope that's close enough. I got room to get around that post to get up under there. Just gotta wait for all the water to run back. Don't worry about that. I'll take care of that water. I got enough room here so I can move that ladder and still walk through if I have to. So that's good. I got room so I can get up in the cab instead of right against that post, so I can get the floor out and the seat out. But you know what, guys? I'm gonna do that another day. Well, there, got that nice and muddy. Now, if you notice, there's a little extra mud in the wheels here. That was from an almost incident that I didn't get on tape. Sorry, you'd have probably had a good laugh. Me and old Tart Ferguson almost became one with the field, but we didn't. We made it, but nevertheless. All right, so that's been running long enough, I guess. We got oil pressure. All right, guys. Well, I guess that is just about going to do it for me today. Yanking the duals off that tractor was a lot more work than I anticipated, especially when I was fighting mud. But nevertheless, at least I got the green bastard under a roof, so if I decide that I want to start working on it, I can. I don't have to have the clutch changed on that tomorrow because I can do all my fall stuff with that guy right there. So I guess, guys, if you want to see how I put a clutch in a Steiger, stay tuned. There'll be more of that to come. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.